Alrighty, guys. Welcome. Um, I hope you are doing well. Happy Tuesday from wherever you're watching. This is a live analysis of the of GBPUSD. Super excited. This is my first stream. I've decided to go public in, analyzing the charts and just sharing my ideas and my thoughts. And I hope it blesses you guys. I hope it benefits you guys. And let's just see where we get to with this, and what we can achieve together as we analyze the market, and as we were able to break things down and just battle through this wonderful place called Forex, and then let's see what we get out of it, essentially. All right, cool. So my job really on a daily basis, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, is I just want to come on here and share my thoughts on what I think price is doing. Now, I've been trading for the last, what was it, 5 years, in terms of studying the foreign exchange market, and I just want to be able to be a blessing to someone, and just kind of see if we can kind of work this thing out together, and begin to move into new levels of understanding and education where Forex is concerned. Now, what I want to do just before I go is I'm just getting used to this myself, guys, so just bear with me. I want to see if I can real quickly get this thing moving. All right, cool. Let's have a good go at this now. I'm gonna start on the monthly time frame. So I'm gonna do top-down analysis, and we're gonna kind of work it from there and see how things work out for us. All right. So again, there's no guarantees in trading. All we're doing is assessing where we believe the market's going. We're then assessing what we think could happen. We have the news coming out in 9 minutes. So we're just kind of holding on to kind of see what we expect, what we think could happen, versus what actually does happen. Okay. And I think we can kind of work things out from there as well. Okay. Let me just see if we can get this going. Okay. All right. Kidoki. Lovely. All right, cool. So on the monthly time frame, what do we see on the monthly? We see essentially we see price having taken out this previous month high. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the monthly time frame, even possibly the 3-month. The 3-month time frame tells me that price was aggressive over the last quarter, from October to December 2025. We saw aggressive bullish movement here. All right, we saw the price find strong support in this FVG area. Okay, happy with that. Then what happened is, the beginning of January, we saw price continue that bullishness until it took out this liquidity level. Now, you got to understand that price likes to move from liquidity to liquidity. And so what we have here is we have price having pushed higher above this level over here. And once it took this liquidity level out, it was happy to reverse. There we have it. So price took this, and you can see that happening all over the charts. You can check here, it's this 3-month level over here. As soon as price opened up, took out this level over here, what did it do? It reversed. So if you're trying to figure out where to find reversals, all you got to do is wait for the highs and the lows of these higher time frame levels, and that's where you're going to find really good reversals. And price over here just reversed beautifully. Obviously, it then found a bullishness again, but generally speaking, that initial move from the high to the low over a 3-month period was fantastic. Okay, so we're seeing the same thing happen here today. In terms of what's going on in the market, price has hit this level over here, and we are essentially seeing the sellers come back into the market. In the first month of this 3-month quarter, we are seeing sellers having pushed price down. We found some level of support, and we are seeing the buyers come back in. But ultimately speaking, liquidity to the upside has been taken. Buy side liquidity has been taken. So I'm not trying to go any higher. I'm not trying to go any higher until price proves that it wants to go higher. At this point in time, I'm looking at this and saying, well, we are facing this way because we attempted to go above this liquidity level. Rather than running through, we swept it and we're now pushing down, okay? So my first thought at the moment is bearish at the moment from the 3-month level. Now go to the monthly, you can see this, you can see the same thing again. You can see that we've taken previous month high over here. And you can see that although price has traded to this low over here, buyers have come back into the market. So is it possible that price could do something like this? Yeah, we don't know for sure, but is it possible? I think anything can happen in this market. It is more than possible that price can go above this level over here, and we can start to see price go higher. So no doubt, but at the moment, I can't assume. I think if there's anything we don't want to do in trading is assume. We want price to show its hand first. So if price is going to go this way, then it has to go that way first in order for me to then want to engage. Okay, so for now, because it hasn't shown its hand, I see a little bit of a pullback here, but I need more to be convinced. Unless obviously as we go down the time frames, we may be convinced that price wants to continue this original move here. This FVG where the 3-month was is also the same area, the monthly FVG, where we found support and we created this wonderful swing low over here. So structurally speaking, price from this level is still facing that way. From a micro perspective, when you kind of narrow it down for the current month, you see the sellers coming back in. But overall, when you look at it overall, you see, well, we traded into this area here. We've pulled up beautifully. Price is going to need to get through levels of support in order to, begin to trade back down this way. So is it possible, following this wonderful bullish December month, that we might have a strong bullish January month? Have we hit the bottom? Have we bottomed out in January and now we're ready to kind of go high? We don't know. We have to wait and see. In the next 4 minutes, the news is going to come out. The CPI news will come out in the next 3 minutes and we'll be able to see what happens. But for now, it's kind of like, okay, we've taken liquidity to the upside. Will this hold? Will it hold, or will we see price break through? And if it does break through, it becomes a whole different assessment. Now on the weekly shows that price did take liquidity up here and then pulled back and found support in this demand area over here. So you can see here, price, this order block over here that we've engulfed. We engulfed this candle on the left. Price came back, tapped it, and rather than breaking through, it showed respect. It respected this particular order block. Okay, so what that means here is that, okay, that simply means that the bulls have come in strong here. So this is where the bulls are coming strong. We took the previous week low. That means sell side liquidity. In other words, I don't really want to sell against this unless we break through this. So we've taken liquidity to the downside. Now, it's quite an interesting market, right? And we've then taken liquidity to the downside. Upside, downside, both taken. So I'm not interested in really selling against this unless price can break through this low and then continue the bearish move with clear structure breaks, essentially. So price has to show its hand first. This is not a guessing game. Well, it's a probability game, but you increase your probability of a successful move if you allow price to show more information and data before you make your decision. So this is where the bulls have come in. Again, you can see it's not even fully sustained because the bears are still trying to push. So we're kind of in between at this moment in time. The 2-day, you can see here, respected this previous 2-day high, right? So we haven't taken liquidity on that level. And you can see here that that weekly liquidity and 2-day liquidity are both agreeing with this order block here. So you can see we're kind of stuck between this order block, 2-day order block, and this high over here. So if you zoom out, what you'll find is that price had a period where it was trending nicely. Right, this was our trend, beautiful trending. Great, 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 great. Until we got here, finally, then now we stopped and we're going sideways. So you can see the price is actually stuck between this level. And so we're really in a place whereby we need to just wait. All we've got to do is kind of wait to see what price will do, whether or not it will go in our favor. Now, what do we have? We have the news coming in 36 seconds. So I'm going to let this play out. Let's let this play out and let's see what price will do as a result. Let's see what price will do. Let's see if we can get some movement here on price. With 13 seconds ago, we've got CPI news coming. Will it produce what we need it to produce? Okay. Here we go. Movement will it give us? Maybe it's best to go to the 1 hour to see what we get. Oh, I have a feeling we might get continuation here. See. Well, the news has come out and the market, what's it doing? What's it doing? Interesting. So look at that. All right, so that's pulled back. Oh, look at that. Price is going for it. So at the moment, price is upholding. Look at that. It's upholding this move. This monthly move to the upside. Price is upholding that move. Price is upholding this overall monthly structure where price potentially, we said price could be going this way. Price looks to be upholding that structure, and it looks to be keeping the bullishness within the market, which is quite fascinating. And I noticed that the price was a little bit slow yesterday. I'm wondering if that was the case, waiting for CPI news and waiting for some news to hit to get some ideas of what to do. But this looks to me that so far, no guarantees, but we just look like we're going higher. When we look at the daily time frame, we can see why. Once again, there's an order block right here. Price has hit this support level. It's demand zone, order block, support, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. All right. So we hit this area of support. Price took liquidity, pushed up, left us an engulfing pattern, which is a great signature to suggest that price could be going higher. And as a result, you can see that today's candles opened up, pulled back, not exactly touched the order block, but this whole pattern here tells me that price potentially could go higher. Okay. So as a result, I'm looking at this point now. What we can see though is that price has now officially taken previous day. All right, so the question is, will we break through just because you take them, or will we reverse? Right, and I guess that's what we'll have to assess and see. But the fact that we've now taken previous day, it helps us in our bias even more, because now we simply can narrow things down to, will price either continue higher or will price reverse and go back down this way, right? So we are now best positioned to really analyze this market and break things down. But my higher time frame perspective at this point is either we will look to go this way, or price may want to reverse. Now, please understand, this is not any financial advice. This is just purely my thoughts and sharing my educated guess as to what I think price could be doing personally. So please don't use this as financial advice. But I hope this gives you a bit of an understanding of how to look at the market in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So again, two things that I think price could do personally, just out of my own opinion here, that price could go higher, bullish, or price could reverse at this point. But either way, we are now at the point where we can say it's clearer now what to do, because liquidity has been taken. Once liquidity has been taken, we can begin to use that as a basis to decide continuation, or as a basis to decide reversal. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. And I hope that this stream has made some sense, or at least provided a foundation as to how I assess the market. And if you like it, come back the next time I'm live and let's keep chopping this thing up together. Cheers. Blessings.